For almost 2 weeks, the whole boxing world believed that Gervonta Tank Davis was going to move up to 147 and fight Conor the Destroyer Benn. But as we all know, Tank Davis is a 135-pound fighter. And not just that, Leonard Ellerby said that he can still make 135 if he needs to. So he would have gone from 135 all the way to 147, bypassing Devin Haney at 140. And there are also several tapes and recordings of Tank Davis himself stating that he did not feel comfortable fighting at 140. But he feels comfortable at 147 and he is down to fight at 147. Maybe it's just 140 he don't feel comfortable. And as we all know, Conor Benn fights at 154. But what I'm seeing is a correlation here. Tank Davis is down to fight anybody, only with a rehydration clause or a weight stipulation. I wouldn't be surprised if his next fight it will be with Tyson Fury, only with a rehydration clause or a weight stipulation. Just kidding, guys. We all know Tank Davis will knock out Tyson Fury. And this is what we are going to be talking about next. But before we get into that, if you guys are not subscribed, please punch and knock out that subscription button. That way you'll never see it again. And ding that notification bell. That way you'll never miss any of my new boxing videos. Alright guys, let's get to the round. Ding ding. Okay champs, let's get started. So as we all know, it was only a few weeks ago when Tank Davis called out Conor Benn. And they were both going back and forth on social media. But at first I thought it was cap because of the weight difference. But as time went by, it was revealed that Tank Davis actually wanted the smoke with Conor Benn. So on social media, EDDY got a hold of Tank Davis and asked him if he was interested in a fight with Conor Benn. And Tank Davis said yes. And EDDY has sent Tank Davis an offer, and nowhere in that text message did it say $25 million guaranteed. It did say a $10 million guaranteed with pay-per-view backend and gate backend, which is similar to the Ryan Garcia contract. But the major difference is that the Ryan Garcia contract, he only got $5 million guaranteed, and he's offering him $10 million guaranteed. So the big check that Tank Davis got and Ryan Garcia got, I believe Tank Davis got $40 million and Ryan Garcia got $30 million. And that partly came out from the T-Mobile sold out arena, which made $23 million at the gate. And that was the 5th highest gate in boxing history. And the rest came from the 1.4 million pay-per-view buys that him and Ryan Garcia sold. And Tank Davis just brought out the conversation he had with EDDY regarding the Conor Benn fight. And nowhere in those messages did it say that Tank Davis was getting $25 million guaranteed. But it did say he was getting $10 million guaranteed with pay-per-view backend and gate backend. So EDDY did not lie about anything. There are videos and interviews with EDDY stating that he will make up to $25 million. Even EDDY in another interview stated if he doesn't want to take that offer, there's other fighters, don't worry about it. And there's a lot of content creators that keep saying, where is all this money coming from? So you guys are saying nobody from the UK will fly to the USA to watch this massive big fight? And nobody from the UK will buy the pay-per-views and only people from America will buy the pay-per-views? Because Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia did very well, and Ryan Garcia is not from Mexico. He don't even know Spanish. And Tank and Ryan are from the same country, and Conor Benn has a whole country backing him up. And I believe this is a bigger fight than y'all say. How is this not a big fight? Sure, Conor Benn is not that big here, but he is huge in the UK. And I doubt the hardcore boxing fans from the UK will miss this fight. Just like I doubt the hardcore boxing fans from the USA will miss a Tank fight. I really do think Tank Davis will make more than $25 million. And I know there is a time difference, so they will have to accommodate both countries. But so far, boxing is working in Saudi Arabia, and there's also time difference there. But that's neither here or there, and Tank Davis tweets this, 25 mil where? And he adds the conversation that he had with Eddie Hearn regarding the Conor Benn fight. And the conversation said it was only a $10 million guarantee, plus pay-per-view back-end bonuses and gate bonuses, which I really do think is going to be huge. So Conor Benn sees all of this and he tweets to Gervonta Davis. And he tells him, clearly Gervonta Loompa doesn't know what upside means. And stick to fighting women, all talk, no smoke. Okay, Conor Benn will not win a clowning battle. Gervonta Loompa is not very clever, but I do get it, he does look like a Oompa Loompa. But Tank Davis tweets back to Conor Benn, I will beat the ish out of you and go to your country. And we all know this, I was just trying to be good for the sport and beat your ASS in your hometown. But the spoon-fed white boy was trying to cheat me out of my effing money. BITCH. I gotta totally disagree with that. Tank Davis, if you were really trying to be good for the sport, you would have been fighting Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney several times now. And we just found out that you kept saying, if you really want to make a fight with me, you know who to reach, and that is Al Heyman. But it was just brought to light that Al Heyman is just your advisor and just looks over and gives you advice on all the decisions that you make. So you are the one to reach to, and you are the one that makes all the decisions. But you've been trying to make it seem that it was Al Heyman's decisions for not fighting certain boxers, and have been saying all this time that it's very hard to get a hold of Al Heyman when everybody has to reach you. So you have been avoiding Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, and Teofimo Lopez. You don't even have to go up in weight. Shakur Stevenson is right there. And he just had a terrible performance against Edwin de los Santos. I'm pretty sure you can beat him. I'm pretty sure Tank is just gonna go in there and knock him the F out. That's what everybody that rocks hard with Tank says. They don't even tell you a scenario or how he will knock him out. They just say he's gonna F him, knock him out. But I'm just glad Tank Davis is actually fighting Frank Martin. That is actually a step up in competition. I am not too sure if there's a rehydration clause or a weight stipulation, but I don't think so. And I'm sure Tank Davis does not have a Mullen cam to know if Frank Martin is injured, or a spy to know exactly how Frank Martin is training for the fight. I think you can beat Frank Martin, but I also think Frank Martin can beat you as well. I can't wait for that fight, and I'm definitely buying that pay-per-view. I know I'm Mexican, but I would not have bought the Rayo Valenzuela pay-per-view if you would have fought him. Or the Pitbull Cruz fight. Comment below, do you guys think Tank Davis will fight Conor Benn? Comment below and I'll write to everyone back. If you guys like the show, subscribe, like the video, share the video, and that's it for me, champs. I gotta roll.